All right. All right, guys. Welcome. And good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good everything from wherever you're joining us from today. It is not that time, all right, for us to look at the charts together and just have a sort of an idea, all right? We're just trying to share ideas here. What exactly are we expecting from the markets probably today, tomorrow? Something we can just skim off the market before the end of this trading week. All right, so this is 206. Be kicking off officially by 10 past 2. All right, so just give up some time for more people to be able to join in. So we won't need to be going back and forth. All right, so just in the next 3 minutes, all right, exactly in the next 3 minutes, we'll be kicking off. That being said, I'm sure for those of us who were able to join in for the market review on Monday, at the very least, you should have made enough profits to keep yourself for the entire week. So this one now you can leave it for those who maybe did not make profits during Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, even to like this time. They now want to vex and say before the weekend, which we could carry small profits from the market. All right, so we'll be kicking off soon. Kicking off very soon. This is 8 after 2, exactly 10 minutes past 2. We'll be kicking exactly 10 minutes past 2. We will be kicking off. All right, welcome guys. It is 10 minutes past 2 exactly, and we'll be kicking off now. So thank you very much for joining us for today's weekly live trading session, or with us at EasyFX Academy. So let's just go straight into it. I do not really have much to share, but I believe that what I'm about to share with you can do you well in the coming days or in the coming hours. All right, so let's take a look at it. Let's start from gold. All right, let's start from gold. Or should we go from down up? Let's go from down up. All right, let's go from down up. So let's start from AUDCAD first. Give me a minute, AUDCAD. I'll still come back to that CAD CHF. I was just seeing something a bit in case you're looking at it and you're expecting me to talk about it. All right, so this is AUDCAD on the 1 hour time frame. And definitely one thing you'll know is that what we do around here is that we're able to go as high as, maybe the 4 hour daily time frame sometime. All right, to have a general bias and then work based off of that general bias to have, just a trade that we can skim off from that. All right, and this is AUDCAD anyway on the 1 hour time frame. Now we can see that we already entered the supply zone and we have a fair bit of some rejection already playing out here. We've seen that sell actually play out quite well. Go to the 4 hour time frame, you should be able to see the exact area. I think maybe 4 or the 2 hour time frame. But in any case, you can see that that sell is actually or is looking like it is playing out quite well rather. The zone is between 0.918 0.91854 and 0.91736. Again, 0.91854 and 0.91736. That is the supply zone that we're seeing price moving from right now. We've seen that price created, or this last candle before, the previous candle before this one was actually a very strong rejection candle, or showing us that there was enough force, all right, to push price towards the downside from that supply zone. All right, that just gives us that little bit more clarity or a little bit more confirmation for that sell, all right, on AUDCAD. So what exactly should we be looking out for? All right, so basically I was still watching out for that sell to last maybe as far down as, let me check on the 30. Okay, we can just watch out for that to see. Let me see what the line charts to come from. All right, so we can just watch out for this region and no use that. So we can watch out for this region here. Right, the price is still double as far low as here. All right, so maybe I should just use the rectangle too. I don't want to use it previously. So let's just use that. So we can just watch out for prices to drop a little bit, at least up to this point. At the very least, up to this point. I think there was a news release minutes ago, 1:30 or so, in gold sold and some other commodities like that. So this current rejection that you're seeing around here should have been as a result of that. But in any case, I'm still watching out for AUDCAD to still drop. All right, so I'm looking for an entry for us, maybe on the lower time frame, like 5 minutes or so. Usually for this type of things, what I like doing is to look out for break and retest, all right, because that gives me more or less of a surety for the move to go on from, or to go on as it was. So we have this. Okay, and we've seen that price has actually broken below here. We saw there were a lot of reactions here, so this is a very, very strong pivot region. There were a lot of reactions here. Price broke below it, all right, and we're currently seeing price coming back into it. So I think for this we might be watching out for something towards this end. So this 1:1. What this is about 1:3. All right, so something like this is what I'm currently watching out for on AUDCAD. Yes, on AUDCAD. All right, so this is down to the 5-minute time frame. I'm already seeing that rejection or that sell looks to have started, but preferably for me, I still want to see price maybe move into the 50% of that region. Reason being that we've currently seen, like I said, we're looking for a break and retest. All right, so we've seen that price has broken below there and then price has come up into that zone again. So Depending on however your risk appetite is, you might decide to enter this trade actually right now. All right, your my preferred entry anyway is around 0.91639, or my stop loss will be around 0.91683. My take profit will be around 0.91474. Come again. All right, preferred entries be 0.91639, stop loss around 0.91683, and take profit around 0.91474. All right, so that is it for AUDCAD. What I'm currently watching out for to play out on AUDCAD. You can see that this sell looks so moved. So for those of you who have that big risk appetite, all right, so to speak, you get minded down. But that's just a joke anyway. All right, so but that'll be my preferred entry for this move on AUDCAD right now. I trust that is very clear. Let's look at GBPUSD next. Like I said, I want to work my way up to to the organ of them, so to speak. So let's look at GBPUSD quickly. Let me go back up to the 4-hour time frame. All right, so for GBPUSD, I have this very, very huge demand zone marked out. Coordinates around 2.09595 and 2.08500, 2.09595 and 2.08500. Watching out for buys very, very soon from there. All right, but we might not necessarily have to, or we might not necessarily be able to wait for price to do all of that before it gets to there. So let's see. Okay, I've seen a zone. Let's mark this place out first. All right, so the reason why I'm doing this currently, or what I'm currently marking out right now, is a pivot region. All right, so you can see a bit clearly on the line chart. All right, so let's go back to the candle chart and then let's see what we have. So this current supply that I have marked out here is around, is around 2.11327 and 2.10999. 2.11327 and 2.10999. That is my current supply zone on GBPUSD. So I'm watching out for sales also. I think, let me see, let me just draw that up also. Just should be here. All right, so this should be 1:2, 1:3, 1:3 basically. All right, so I'm okay with this. So this is currently what I'm looking out for on GBPUSD. This might not play out till maybe tomorrow, in fact, but let's still see how this move plays out. All right, so my entry again is going to be 2.10987. That'll be my entry. My stop loss will be around 2.1124. So 2.11424, and my take profit will be around 2.09613. Again, entry 2.10987, stop loss 2.11424, take profit around 2.09613. I forgot to mention, please, if you have any commodities, all right, that you'd love for us to check out together, you can just drop it in the chat section and I'll be able to pick it from there. Also, if you have any questions, maybe a burning question in your mind, you can just ask it and then we'll be able to talk about it. All right, I'll be able to provide answers, all right, to that question. I hope that is clear. All right, so for GBPUSD, this is what I'm currently watching out for on GBPUSD. All right, next up, let's look at UJ. Let's look at USDJPY also. Let's see. Let us see. Let him cook. Let him cook now. I said, if you don't know what I just did, now don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Sorry, give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, so we're back. All right, so this is USDJPY on the 30-minute time frame. Yes. So this was a previous support, all right, around here. Let me use this a little still to show us why exactly I have this area marked. This was a previous support. I was saying price finally broke below that support. All right, so currently what I'm watching out for is for price to still move up beyond that point, all right, towards this supply, all right, around 146.220 and 145.993. Again, the coordinates 146.220 and 145.993. Now, in case you might be asking, what exactly am I using to mark out these regions, or what am I looking at to mark out these regions? This is simply a pivot region where we're going to see multiple reactions. Inside, we're going to see buy, we're going to see sell, we're going to see rejection towards the upside and rejection towards the downside, that type of thing. All right, so that is what I am currently looking out for, or that's currently what I'm watching out as, or looking at as my POI rather, on USDJPY. Then give the coordinates again, 146.220 and 145.993. So I am watching out for price to still move towards this end. All right, we get to see, a sell. All right, so let me see. Let me go down to maybe the 5 minute or the 15-minute time frame. We might be able to capitalize on that buy towards that end. Right, because towards my left, I can see a fair value gap or a fair bit of a fair value gap. Oh, towards the downside too. All right, so I can see that. So let's see. Like I said, this is a pivot. This current this current horizontal line I just marked out is showing me a pivot. Depending on your broker, this value might differ rather, but this is around 145.285 on my chart here. All right, so it might differ based on your broker. But I'm watching out for this to happen. So something towards this end, you can see the break test, get see price push towards that end. All right, so that type of movement is what I'm watching out for to happen. But I want to be very, very careful. Why? Because we can see that there's this very, very huge fair value gap that was left behind here. All right, so I think for me then, it might be safer for us to work based off of this. Very good. I think this is a safer approach to what I'm currently seeing. All right, so this would be where I'm watching out for price to still drop into, and then we might be able to enter for the buy on USDJPY before we actually get to our initial supply zone. All right, so that being said, let me just quickly mark this out. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So something like this again, a 1:3. All right. On UJ. All right. So I'm expecting price to just drop a little. The demand zone rather between 145.043 and 144.873. 145.043 and 144.873. That's what I'm watching out for on USDJPY. All right, but my preferred entry will be around 145.052. Stop loss will be around 144.777, and then my take profit will be around 145.980. I'll come again. Preferred entry 145.052. Stop loss around 144.777 and take profit around 145.980. I'm very sure that is clear. All right, so I'm still watching out for price to break below this point again. We get to see price coming to our demand zone, and then we get to see our buy for that on USDJPY. Now, I was saying something earlier that because we've seen this reaction, all right, as a support on this horizontal line from here, we might get to see that buy happen from where price currently is rather. So something towards this end, and then maybe, or depending on, okay, I use this, yes, we can use this, and then it will be something towards this end. This is like a 1:4 or so, but I want to be very, very careful with that. For that, let me just give this. So for that, my entry is around 145.292 of currently where price is at. All right, and then my stop loss would be around 145.152, and my take profit will be around 145.980, 984, something around that range. Now I want to be very, very careful with this. All right, like I said earlier. Sorry, give me a minute. I think my network just went off for a bit. All right, we are back now. Very good. So careful. All right, number one, we've seen that the previous candle that closed, all right, before this current one that is going to close in about 6 minutes, this candle that closed and gave us a very, very strong rejection candle. What do I mean by that? This candle, all right, this bearish candle, a very, very strong rejection candle. All right, so if I'm going to take any trade currently on this, I want to watch out for how exactly this current candle closes out as. All right, so if I see that this current candle closes with a strong rejection towards the upside, or towards the upside, then I might consider entering it now. All right, but all the same, I'm very, very skeptical about entering it now. Very, 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 very. You can put like 5 varies more behind it. All right, because like I said, we've seen that rejection candle first, and we're seeing that price probably will want to push towards the downside. All right, to get into this previous demand. All right, let's see price push towards the downside. But however, I think the second or the initial one I gave, this one would be more preferable for me on USDJPY. All right, so that's it for USDJPY. Again, if you have any commodities you want us to look at together, feel free to drop them in the chat section and we'll attack it together. All right, next up, let's look at USDCHF. All right, USDCHF, and then do maybe GU1. Go USDCHF. Let's go up to the 4-hour time frame again. Let him cook now. Let him cook. Don't mind me. All right, so for USDCHF, I think something fairly similar to what we have on USDJPY. There's minor differences. Let's go down to the yes, let's go. This is on the 30 minutes. Let me see. 15 minutes. Again, what I'm working with basically, yeah, just pivot regions where we've got to see multiple reactions happen from. All right, probably possibly multiple supports, multiple resistances that are contributed in one way or the other. All right, I can see that this is one of such regions. One of the ways you might be able to identify these regions a bit easily. All right, if you use your line chart, uh, something like this. All right, so you'll be able to see that there have been a lot of reactions in that region or in that zone already. Now, on USDCHF, we're currently seeing the possibility of a sell, all right, and I'm very, very watchful also for this, all right. You can see that there's this possibility for a sell. Again, I see that there's a huge imbalance towards the downside. The price might probably be coming down to fill. I want to quickly clear it up, all right. So I want to be very, very watchful. Let me go down to the 5 minutes to quickly check something. All right, like I said, I'll prefer to be very cautious. Okay. Um, Candle chart. Yeah. So this region is another pivot. All right, and you can see that it also tallies with where we are looking out for on where it also tallies with the fair value gap. So let's see. This is what I'm watching out for on USDCHF currently. We might get to see price drop as far down as here. So something like this, and then we get to see that buy happen down. So then go up to the 30 minutes time frame rather. We quickly confirm something. All right, so it's one of two things. I'm going to be very, very honest with you guys on this. I'm very, very unsure of this. One reason being that I'm still watching out for price to continue bearish. All right, and any trade, any buy trade I give you on this right now is going to be more or less counter trend trading. All right, so any idea I'm giving for a buy on this is going to be more or less to counter trend trading, like I was saying. All right, so and that's not something that it's something you can do anyway, but it's not something that is necessarily going to always give you the best results. All right, so give me a minute, please. Trying to quickly fix something up here. All right, yes, now I'm back. All right, so this is what I'm watching out for. I have this demand zone between 0.84579 and 0.84497, and I'm watching out for the possibility of us getting buys from there. Like I said, this is more or less counter trend trading, and now I won't be taking this sell. I won't be taking this buy rather if I do not get to see a couple of things. All right, so for me, I might just want to watch out on the lower time frame of character. All right, maybe on 3 minutes, on 5 minutes time frame before taking this trade or before entering this trade. And again, one thing that I usually work with, all right, is a lot of times, one thing I usually work with is also with specifically the rejection pattern. So I want to see a rejection candle being formed inside of that zone, telling me that, oh, there's every possibility for price to actually be rejected towards the opposite end. All right, so give me a minute. I'm having some little glitches here on the trading view. All right, sorry, apologies for that. We are back now. USDCHF, we are back now. All right, so what I was saying earlier was I'm watching out for this buy from this current region. I don't know if I gave the coordinate, but let me quickly bring that back up. So between 0.84579 and 0.84497. All right, is where I'm watching out for on USDCHF right now. Let me go down to the lower time frame. Yeah. So this is, I'm trying to just check it on the 5 minutes. So yeah, this is what I'm watching out for on the lower time from 5 minutes. So we might get to see price still push down a bit, then we'll get to see that buy happen. But like I said earlier, this is one I'm a bit skeptical about, just a little bit skeptical about. But it's something you might just be able to walk in. So your entry might just be exactly around that point, that's 0.84579, and then your stop loss can just be a little bit below. All right, so maybe towards this end, towards this end. All right, then you can just work with this previous high as your take profit. All right, and this would be 1:2 trade. All right, so that'll be around 0.84787. That'll be your take profit on this. All right, trade for USDCHF. All right, so I hope that is clear for USDCHF. Quickly, let's go on. Let's look at GBPUSD, and then we'll take gold. All right. Again, if you have any commodities you want us to check out, I think I'll say this will be your last chance to drop it now. If you don't drop it now and I go to gold, go to Lord now. All right. So for GBPUSD, let's see. Let's look at GBPUSD together. Let's look at GBPUSD together. All right, very good. So for GBPUSD, you can see that currently price has given us a on the 4-hour time frame anyways. You can see that price has given us this same type of pattern here. All right, so this type of thing, all right, that's what I mean. And we are currently seeing that price would still or should still push up, move towards the downside just a little bit for the meantime. All right, so let's go down to lower time frames and see if we can then either join this current sell, all right, or look for the possibility of carrying or continuing with price towards the upside. All right, and I think for me, I want to do the latter, follow price towards, except follow, I want to follow price towards the upside. I think on this, my current entry, let me just GBPUSD. I don't think it's something that needs too much long talk. For this, my current entry will be around here. I can put my stop loss just a little bit, maybe here. All right, take profits could be either of these eyes. All right, so I can use this one. I can also use this one. All right, so for this, let me just give us the coordinates like this. All right, so for GBPUSD, I'm watching out for this buy. All right, currently, my current entry is going to be around 1.31376. Stop loss will be around 1.31078. Take profits 1 will be around 1.32260. All right, so I'll come again. Entry will be, my preferred entry will be around 1.31376. Stop loss will be around 1.31078. Take profit will be around 1.32260, and my TP2 on this would be let me get that, would be around 1.32659. Right, so that's currently what I'm watching out for GBPUSD. Like I said, I don't want us to take too much time, and we don't really need to take too much time on this. And last but not the least for today's stream, all right, will be gold. We'll be looking at gold together. What a beauty. All right, give me a minute, please. All right, so this is gold on this is gold on your 30 minutes time frame. All right, so something similar to what I just said for GBPUSD is what I am also watching out for right now. We've seen that price has been a bit bearish. All right, taking out liquidity from this previous regions around here, this previous lows here. Just mark as many of them out as possible. This guy here, this guy here, and many more like that. All right, so we're still watching price to possibly still continue bearish on gold. We've seen that this move exactly was from I think this other block on, I think this was something I marked out on the 2-hour time frame. All right, and we've seen that yes, consider that there was a strong rejection towards that end. All right, so currently I'm watching out for this region also on the 15 minutes time frame. And quickly mark that out, yes. And I think for this, we might be watching out for price to still just play around here, but you can see that we're having a lot of long wick candles now. All right, I think for me, my entry would be around here. My stop loss can just be a little bit with this guy here, and my take profit can be as high as this. All right, so by 1:4. All right, so my entry will be around my entry will be around 2501.08, 2501.08. Stop loss would be around, my stop loss would be around 24. Give me a minute, please. Let me get the coordinates properly for that. I have one of these. All right, again, my entry is around 2501.08. All right, my stop loss would be around 2495.63, and my take profit would be around 2524.40. Again, entry 2501.08, stop loss would be around 2495.63. Take profit would be around 2524.40. That's currently what I'm watching out for on gold right now. You can see that looking at candles that are showing price slowing down in that sell. All right, and by that I mean these candles around here. You can see that. All right, so currently price is trying to still find where exactly it wants to go to. All right, we have reason to believe that price will still push towards the downside. Taking out liquidity from this previous lows around here, here, and even this one here. All right, and then we get to see that buy happen on gold. All right, so I hope that is clear for gold also. And I think with these few words of mine, we will be coming to an end for today's market review session. All right, thank you very, 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 very much. You can add more varies to that. All right, for joining us for today's market review session. Please do also practice proper risk management, all right, on any of these trades, and make sure you have your own entry criteria before taking any of these trades. I'm very sure you're going to have a profitable rest of the week. Again, this is EasyFX Academy. Do well to like this video, share this video. Again, like I usually say, you have friends that need this type of things. They're always blowing account. Tell them come and make small money, so you cannot be chopping this money alone. All right, share this video to your friends. Comment. All right, maybe something you want us to look at later. All right, whatever it is, or any question, and I'll be sure to reply all of them promptly. Thank you very much, and have a very wonderful rest of the week. Bye, guys.